retired in 2002. When I retired, my pension was $1,000 from NIS. When Mr. Bissessar came into power in 2010, my pension rose to $3,000. Now I'm hearing PNM say, if you have money saved, they could take away your pension. I can't wait to vote UNC again. When UNC wins, senior citizens like myself win.
My son Josiah, when he was born, he was diagnosed with a life-threatening disease. And a friend told me about the Children's Life Fund. Thanks to Kamala and the UNC government for making it happen. He was given a second chance in life, and now he's in Form 5 and he's able to sit CXC. Take it from me, when UNC wins, everybody wins.
Hi, my name is Hannah Henry, and at the age of 12 years old, I passed for Bishop Anstey High School. At the time, I didn't have access to a laptop, and my mom couldn't afford it. But thankfully to the UNC government, I was able to have access to one, and it was so much easier to not have to worry about sending in my assignments on time. And I'm so grateful. Thanks, Auntie Cams. When UNC wins, everybody wins.
I retired in 2002. When I retired, my pension was $1,000 from NIS. When Mr. Bissessar came into power in 2010, my pension rose to $3,000. Now I'm hearing PNM say, if you have money saved, they could take away your pension. I can't wait to vote UNC again. When UNC wins, senior citizens like myself win.
My son Josiah, when he was born, he was diagnosed with a life-threatening disease. And a friend told me about the Children's Life Fund. Thanks to Kamala and the UNC government for making it happen. He was given a second chance in life, and now he's in Form 5 and he's able to sit CXC. Take it from me, when UNC wins, everybody wins.
Hi, my name is Hannah Henry, and at the age of 12 years old, I passed for Bishop Anstey High School. At the time, I didn't have access to a laptop, and my mom couldn't afford it. But thankfully to the UNC government, I was able to have access to one, and it was so much easier to not have to worry about sending in my assignments on time. And I'm so grateful. Thanks, Auntie Cams. When UNC wins, everybody wins.
I retired in 2002. When I retired, my pension was $1,000 from NIS. When Mr. Bissessar came into power in 2010, my pension rose to $3,000. Now I'm hearing PNM say, if you have money saved, they could take away your pension. I can't wait to vote UNC again. When UNC wins, senior citizens like myself win.
My son Josiah, when he was born, he was diagnosed with a life-threatening disease. And a friend told me about the Children's Life Fund. Thanks to Kamala and the UNC government for making it happen. He was given a second chance in life, and now he's in Form 5 and he's able to sit CXC. Take it from me, when UNC wins, everybody wins.
When UNC wins, neighbor, tell your friend, now is the time to rise and shine. Tell your mother, tell your father, now is the time to decide. If you want leaders who can restore hope, place your ex by the rising sun. If you want leaders who lead with love, place your ex by the rising sun. On election day, vote UNC. One love, one team, one hope, one dream. On election day, vote UNC. One love, one team, one hope, one dream. When UNC wins, everybody wins.
On the 28th of April, I want you to come out in your numbers and put your X by the rising sun. I know it feels like we won already, but believe you me, it have many more work to be done. Madam, do you hear me? Trini, do you hear me? People, do you hear me? And then I know you hear me. We say come out in your numbers, more work to be done. On the 28th, vote for the rising sun. Father, me thank you for leaders with vision. People on the mission, UNC politician. Look at me say, Dr. Michael, we all agree under the UNC. Life as a Trini will be more stress-free. Put your ex by the rising sun. San Fernando West, me say your time has come. Dr. Michael, down like we endorsing. Oh, a better TNT, UNC must win. Put your ex by the rising sun. Come and vote everyone. Come and vote everyone for the UNC. Put your ex by the rising sun. Come and vote everyone. Come out and vote everyone for Dr. Michael. Do you hear me? Trini, do you hear me? People, do you hear me? Hear them turn Trinidad and Tobago into their new plantation. It's nothing more than sufferation and taxation. It's time to vote out this administration. Man, we give them the chance to run the country. The only thing them did is tax and fight weed. They make things hard, they make it grimy. It ain't hard to see them not like we. But we go vote them out, vote them out. Them on the say, LOC vote right now. Vote them out, vote them out. Them on the say, we are the time you are now. We go vote them out, vote them out. We are them, LOC vote right now. Vote them out, vote them out. Me say your time run out. We don't want to see the PNM in government 10 years in power, and PNM don't make no sense. Where is your evidence of your accomplishment? They want to trick the anti like we have no sense. But when you question and ask them, so what they really do? Them have no clue, I'm talking to you. No time for you apply, it's time for you to see. How much time them raise gas and whip the treasury. But them get away with murder and walk the road free. It's time to vote them out, the anti. So we go vote them out, vote them out. Them on the say, LOC vote right now. Vote them out, vote them out. Them on the say, we are the time run now. We go vote them out, vote them out. We are them, LOC vote right now. Vote them out, vote them out. We are them, me say your time run out. I say we fed up with them, no bother with them, no trust them, no vote for them. Anyway we see PNM, we avoiding them. Send them a message. Cause we go vote them out. I say we fight for them, no bother with them, no trust them, no vote for them. Anyway we see PNM, we avoiding them. Cause we go vote them out. Vote them out. Cause we go vote them out. Vote them out. Them a say, LOC vote right now. Vote them out. Vote them out. Them a say, we are them a time run now. We go vote them out. Vote them out. We are them, LOC vote right now. We go vote them out. Vote them out. We go vote them out. Vote them out. Come and we vote them out. This election, make the right decision. When UNC win, everyone wins. Cause we go vote them out. Vote them out. Vote them out.
your neighbor, tell your friend, now is the time to rise and shine. Tell your mother, tell your father, now is the time to decide. If you want leaders who can build, place your ex by the rising sun. If you want leaders who can lead properly, place your ex by the rising sun. On election day, vote UNC. One love, one team, one hope, one dream. On election day, vote UNC. One love, one team, one hope, one dream. When UNC wins, everybody wins. When UNC wins, Trinbago wins. Everybody wins. Everybody wins. Vote for peace, vote for love, vote for hope, vote for change. When UNC wins, everybody wins. When UNC wins,
Struggle is a way of life for most of us these days. Murders every day and night, so no, we don't feel safe. 10 years gone and no betterment. It's time for a change of government. The best choice for you and me is to vote for the UNC. Cause when the UNC wins, everybody wins. We need to make our country safer. The time is now, don't wait for later. Cause when the UNC wins, everybody wins. Time to stand up for our future with KPB and the UNC. Every day we watch and wait to see what happens next. And every day things escalate and we feel the effects. Retrenchment spread like bushfire, and the murder rates getting higher. On April 28th, let's make a change. PNM must get fired. Cause when the UNC wins, everybody wins. We need to make our country safer. The time is now, don't wait for later. Cause when the UNC wins, everybody wins. Let's stand up.
Good evening, everyone. Check. 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 Are you hearing me? All right, well, the sound man there, so go ahead. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. You hearing me now, right? May I ask our speakers to come to the front row, please? It's 7 p.m. We advertise a time of 7 p.m. and therefore we will be starting promptly. Give me 1 minute, let our speakers come to the front. Thank you. Right. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Ken Emrith. I'll be your co-chair this evening for this meeting right here in the Pagoda car park in the great constituency of San Fernando West. May I ask all of us to stand for the national anthem and pray.
Love of liberty in the fires of hope and prayer, with boundless faith in our destiny, we solemnly declare, side by side we stand, islands of the blue Caribbean Sea, this our native land, we pledge our lives to thee. Here every creed and race find an equal place, and may God bless our nation. Here
and may God bless all nations.
Almighty God, most beneficial and merciful, Creator of the universe and embodiment of divine wisdom and light, we come before you with thanksgiving and praise. May your will be done in our nation as it is in the heavens. Please bless our political leader, party officials, activists, and all the people of Trinidad and Tobago. Give us the grace to always see good, be good, and do good, and the courage to serve the people. Protect us as we stand against injustice and iniquity, and inspire our endeavors to find the right solutions to the problems that are affecting our fellow citizens. Grant that we may always work together with humility and respect for the greater happiness of all and the honor and glory of our country.
Amen. Thank you. You may have your seats. Ladies and gentlemen, brothers and sisters of the constituency of San Fernando West gathered here in the car park on Independence Square, Pagoda Car Park. It's an honor and a privilege to stand before you at this crucial moment in our nation's history, when voices must rise, when action must speak louder than fear, and when truth must prevail over lies. Tonight, we have the distinct pleasure of having a leader who embodies integrity, service, and action. A fighter for the people, a bold voice for the voiceless, a person who has never forgotten where she came from and who has never stopped working for where we must go. San Fernando West, as we meet here, we are privileged to have a leader above all leaders in Trinidad and Tobago, in the person of Kamla Persad Bisesa. It is a true honor to gather here this evening in support of a candidate who shares those values. Inspired, no doubt, by our leader, a leader who has been on the front line for every battle for justice, equality, and most importantly, the future of all our children, the Honorable Kamla Persad Bisesa. She has dedicated, I said, her life to public service. She has shattered barriers and paved the way for generations to come. But beyond titles and history, she has always stood for one thing, for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. As Prime Minister and as leader of the opposition and a proud member of Parliament for Superior, she has fought tirelessly for better infrastructure, safer communities, and real investment in our people. Through her leadership within the UNC and her government, every promise has been backed by purpose, every dollar well spent, and every voice uplifted. Tonight, it gives me great pleasure to kick off this meeting here in the San Fernando West constituency. May I present my co-chairman for this evening's meeting. Put your hands together. He really needs no introduction. We see him every morning with our regular doubles and coffee segment on Facebook. He is a fighter himself, former Minister of Sport. Put your hands together. Make some noise for Senator Anil Roberts.
When UNC wins, everybody wins. When UNC wins, Trinbago wins.
Good evening, UNC family. Good evening, San Fernando West. When the Douglas walk with paper, you know it's a serious thing coming. I don't normally walk with paper. So let me tell you something, ladies and gentlemen. Trinidad and Tobago has changed. They have realized that the PNM is a wicked, evil, heartless, selfish, greedy party. And that they only go there to enrich themselves, to recuse themselves, and to make their friends and financiers richer. They pretend that they care about people. They give you crumbs and they take the whole cake. They tell you when there's no food on the shelves that you could have almond milk. They are disconnected. They want the rich to get richer and the rest of us to get poorer. And we must put an end to that on April 28th. There is a man, well, so they say he's a man. Me ain't take no DNA tests and all them kind of thing. A fella walking around San Fernando West asking you to vote for him. The only thing that has gotten bigger on him is his chest and his muscles as he tries to impress you with brawn rather than brain. He was the worst Attorney General in the history of Trinidad and Tobago before the last Attorney General Limo, and this one, he moved from gold to bronze based on the PNM selecting the worst of the worst. Camille has now removed him from that position. But Faris Al-Rawi, a.k.a. Johnny Sukaran, is walking around San Fernando West saying, please vote for me. Give me a job again for 5 years. Well, let's analyze the benefits that Johnny Sukaran, Faris Al-Rawi, has gotten in the last 10 years. That you, the people of San Fernando West, gave him the vote. Faris Al-Rawi wants your vote. And over the last 10 years, he made a salary as Attorney General and Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, an average of $40,000 a month. Over 10 years, that's approximately $5.2 million. Faris Al-Rawi also, while using your vote, went into the cabinet of Trinidad and Tobago. They brought a cabinet note, his friends and them, to rent his building, which was incomplete, for $23.5 million every 3 years. They paid him $38 million. He said he recused himself, so he stepped out of the room to have a coffee and doubles, and then came back in, and his friends approved $38 million of taxpayers' money to outfit his own building. The PNM, the party of which he was the Attorney General and is now the Minister of Rural Development and Local Government, then rented that building for 3 consecutive terms at $23.5 million, totaling $70.5 million. So when you add up that, plus perks, plus the profit made on selling 2 Porsche, one that he lied up in the parliament, and making a profit of $600,000 on each one based on tax-free concessions of the job that you gave him, you voted him in, that's another $1.2 million. So over the last 10 years, Faris Al-Rawi, a.k.a. Johnny Sukaran, has made a whopping $148.2 million for himself. And now he comes to you to say give him 5 more years to make another $74 million. That is not what public office is about. Kamla Prasad says in the UNC about serving the people, not serving yourself. Let me give you a little perspective, because Faris Al-Rawi walked down on the train line and in Mbakadere, that basically citizens of lower means live there. People who are struggling to survive, people whose salaries are small, people who are struggling to feed their children and provide an opportunity for them to join society and be successful. Faris Al-Rawi and his $148.5 million in the bank walks down in Mbakade and says, vote for me. Look, I gave you bricks for your house. Well, let me work out some of the maths for y'all. A CPEP laborer, before they got a slight increase because election was due in 2025, so for the first 9 years of the PNM, a CPEP laborer will make $765 a fortnight. That is $1,530 per month. For a CPEP worker to make what Faris made, the CPEP worker would have to work 96,863 months in order to equal Faris' revenue from being a PNM minister and recusing himself from the cabinet. 96,000 months. That is equivalent of 8,072 years. That is how long the people who he is forcing to go to meetings and telling them to vote for him to give him a job, how long they will have to work to make the money that he made. 8,000 years. Could bring back dinosaur. Now, per year, I'm breaking it down for y'all because the insanity and the ludicrous nature of Faris Al-Rawi, Stuart Richard Young, and these hypocrites who have used government to enrich themselves coming to tell you to vote for them. It is ludicrous, and no human being should ever vote for that. Whether it's PNM or not, vote them out on April 28th. Per year, I want to write down this, because I want to only talk it on the road and talk to people in the $14,820,000 per year. A CPEP worker makes $18,360 per year. Faris Al-Rawi earnings can pay 807 human beings working on CPEP for a year. 807 mothers, 807 fathers, 807 human beings. He took all that money for himself, but is coming to tell you to vote for him. With the recent increase from $765 a fortnight to $965 a fortnight on 1st November 2024, the CPEP workers moved up to $1,930 a month. That is 76,788 months a CPEP worker will have to work to make the money that Faris make. Y'all, is this not boggling your mind? 76,000 months, we can't even understand what that is. 6,399 years poor people will have to work to make Faris money. But Faris coming to tell poor people, vote for me on April 28th. I say everybody, vote out Faris, vote for Dowlat, vote for the UNC on the 28th. And it's not done there. The PNM walking around. They're giving PNM supporters a jersey with $300. All right. Take the 300 and vote them out. But let us work out how much Faris, how much a vote is worth. Because if they're telling you your vote is worth 300, let us calculate how much a vote is worth to Faris. In the 2020 election, Faris Al-Rawi and the PNM got 8,457 votes. The monetary value per vote is $17,523.94. So when Faris come and he give you $300, tell him he's 17,200 short and vote UNC. Don't take no jersey and no 300. This is disrespectful to human beings, to people. This mamagism must stop. The lies of the PNM must end on April 28th. And it starts right here in San Fernando West. Far less.